Hello and welcome back for another lesson for Arduino in TinkerCAD. So today, our topic for today is mixed application. So mixed application is a combination of actuators, sensors, anything or components that can display data or anything as long as it will go well in the other components to the Arduino. So the components that we're going to use is the LCD to display data or characters, the sensor, which is the LDR, then the actuator for the Micro Servo. And so what we're going to build is the LDR acts as a sensor which control the Micro Servo. So we have arranged values in the LDR, so we're going to map this and change it to 0 to 180 and control the Micro Servo, because the Micro Servo can turn 0 to 180 degrees. And then the 0 to 180 degrees, we're going to display that on the values in the LCD screen, and also the brightness level percentage of the LDR. We're going to display it to the LCD. So I think we're going to create this circuit now. So first, we're going to build it for the LDR. I'm going to put here. Next is the LDR needs power to turn on. I'm going to put here. Then goes to the ground. The ground here. And to connect the ground here. Ground. Okay. Let's connect here. Ground. Next, we're going to get the data from the LDR between the resistor and the LDR. So I think that's it. So it's very messy, so let's go on. The 5 source volts goes in the resistor, then to the LDR, then the other pin, then go to the ground. Next is in order to get data, we're going to put between the resistor and the LDR to the A0 pin in the Arduino. So I think that is for the LDR. So I already built the LCD. So in the previous lesson, we have an LCD video, and just follow that. Next is the Micro Servo. Going to connect the ground. Wait. This power, this source. I'm gonna put this. I'll just put it here. They're the same power. Yes. Then the signal pin, it goes to the digital pin. I'll put it to 9. That's it for the Micro Servo. The ground, for the ground of the Arduino. Power source in the Arduino also connected here. And for the signal pin is in the digital line. So I think that's it. And now for the code. So I already have the code, so I'm just going to explain it. So first line is we're going to import the library of the Micro Servo, which is this. Then call the function for the Micro Servo, which is the Servo 9. Then next is import the library for the LCD. So you call the LCD crystal and set the parameters, which 12 is the RS, 12 RS, right? Yeah, register select. 11 is for the enable, and 5, 4, 3, and 2 is for the data pins. Next is we're going to set variable for the LDR and set it to LDR pin for the A0. So next is the board setup. So we serial.begin 9600 baud rate to begin the serial monitor. Next is pin mode. So we're going to get the LDR pin, which is A0 in the analog A0 in the Arduino. Then we set it to input, so we're going to get the data of the LDR. So next is we're going to begin the LCD, the 16 by 2. Then set the parameter of the servo, so we're going to servo servo 9 that attach, so which we call it from the library. Then with the parameter pin, so pin is 9. Yes, pin is 9. Next is 500 for the minimum pulse width, and to maximum pulse width 2500. So next is for the void loop. So we're going to create a variable, so we're going to read the LDR pin, analog read LDR pin. So we're going to get the data of the LDR pin. So next is we're going to serial.print line, so we're going to print the values in the LDR in the serial monitor. Next is another one is we're going to convert the LDR to the 0 to 100 and 0 to 180 values. So because it is a range value, so we use the map. So the values that we're going to get in the LDR is 997 to 100. So that's are we going to get that is the value range for the LDR. So we're going to change it to 0 to 100, and you're going to print it to the serial monitor. Next is for the servo, also we're going to for the LDR of the servo, so we're going to map it again, the values in the LDR, then change it to 0 to 180. So next is we're going to display the values that we get in the LDR into the LCD. So we set the cursor, so 0 0, so it's from the start, it's here, and we're going to print it, so light percentage, so percentage is, so then put the data that we get in the LDR convert, which is this here. So we change the values to 0 to 100, so this will just show the percentage of the LDR. So next is the displaying the angle of the micro servo according to the LDR that we're going to set it. So if we set it to 50 in the LDR, so it will go here, it will act the micro servo to 50 degrees. So in displaying it, we're going to set the cursor 0 to 1, so below the below the brightness percentage, then print the angle. So we're going to name angle, then we're going to select the LDR servo, which is the one again that we convert the LDR val. So we convert it 0 to 180, so that's become the LDR servo. So we put it here, then print it. Then the last is we move, so you move the angle, the desired value of the LDR. So we print this, we write it, and the LDR will move, which is the LDR servo, which is 0 to 180. So I think let's try to run it. As you can see, we have light percent and the angle, which is still 0. You can see here 0, 997. So 997 is the value of the LDR. So those 0 is the one that we map, 0 to 100 and 0 to 180. So we change this, toggle it here, how many? 111 angle, degrees angle, and 61% the brightness level. So here 61 and 111. So we have the angle 111. So if we wanted to fool this 100% to 180, so it will turn the micro servo. So I think that's it, and thank you for listening.